He is an anti-person who cannot cultivate. But the chefs in other places turned out to be Xiǎng's green xuanqi. The aggravated colored knife is absolutely mysterious. Get the Yejinhong and King Poshian's Hiji tickets for these two treasures. He didn't even pay attention to the yellow land. The old master gave me a colored knife. Am I now gifted to be a wife? An expert with a heart is more lucky in the world. Now I want to give you a colored knife. Naturally, I hope you can become the pioneer of cutting everything. Father. Then you see, what does it mean that the master gave me the hand to be afraid? This hand is afraid that it will show at night. Naturally, he is a Taoist with hidden desires. The expert is not only the place where we find the practice of Taoist huiyin. To seize the treasures left by him is an equal existence of an expert. How can you see it? Treasures left by Taoist huiyin. Of course, Umego people don't like the treasures of huiyin Taoist. But it's a test for you. If you can't, that means it's not worthy of a screwdriver for a tall man. Hearing this, Xiao Wu is completely clean. No matter what you say, you have to get the treasure of Taoist huiyin. Look carefully at the pattern of the zodiac moon on your hand. Involuntarily, his face turned red. This inai is not erotic and bright. Try it again. Final master. Just at this moment, a voice interrupted the small fantasy. The suzerain, the third princess, will fight back and talk to the director in 3 days. The extraordinary sovereign came to greet. Yi Jinhong directly performed karate. If you write back, you will say that I have no time. The two women were shocked when they heard. We must note that the three princesses are not only powerful. She is also the daughter of the queen's enemy and has the skills of the emperor. Look like no good. You know we're the wives of a tall man now. It represents the vision of an expert. Then the head will be cut off and something will happen. Don't say he's just a suzerain. Even if the emperor comes, we are not qualified to welcome. If there is any dissatisfaction, come and ask my chef first, is it right to want my vegetable treasure? The two women suddenly feel that the army is upright and has no memory. These two old men are beautiful. Yun Jianzong 3 days later. Metropolitan. Prince Wu of the absolute Austrian kingdom seeks an audience. Prince absolutely Kunamu, why is he here? Just when Yi Jinhong knew her privately. Let that person directly force the entry of the field. Master Yejin is very valuable. Didn't come to welcome me in time. You killed my Austrian people. It's time to give an explanation. Concubine Mo, the people behind Beishaman are you. Beishaman is something that I, Juao, have been supporting for many years. Now it is read by you Yun Jianzong. You will naturally have to pay for this. Then please sir. Will not be one of the great masters of the time. The East China Sea Islands drink famous shoes to deceive Xinghan. Just at this moment when the sound came. Bullshit shoes to deceive Xinghan. Come out and fight with Lao Ziyun. Bullying Xinghan suddenly shocked Wu. I'm just holding a sword and laying down 10,000 swords. Bring blood all the way. Please also listen to the words of knowledge. Yi Jinhong immediately scolded old Qing in her heart for 10,000 years. You suppress the limelight of the strong old man. At the same time, I met Zhong Weimin. The three princesses have no fate. Our shop has always been outside the door, but the golden red people don't hide from each other? It seems that Yun Jianzong's judgment is an indisputable fact. Your Highness, please allow me to kill. Uneaten Lingguo family spirit portal. But the three princesses found out that something was wrong because of the steel fall. Careful. The two quickly dodge. Only the sword bully Xinghai was beaten out. And the kitchen knife stopped thinking in front of her. Directly from the kitchen knife to the civilized manga. Deception. Indeed Lingbai. The two were shocked. At this moment, Yi Jinhong and the two also chased after her. Isn't this Yinqianbai and the three princesses? Didn't it come down to you? Seeing the weapons of the two, the game that the three princesses don't have is speechless. Guess what kind of weapon is this? Yi Jinhong shook her head in a bad mood. If you are treasurers who sue people for huiyin, I'm afraid I'll disappoint you. How do I say this? Su Wen's after the three princesses. Because we didn't get huiyin's treasure account at all. Instead, he leaned his head against an expert. This weapon was also stabbed by an expert. It turned out to be a stab. This is a big machine. The three princesses looked at the weapons in their hands. The eyes are not shining. Then 2 steps forward. The attacking heretic, the Lord of the Night, please give the silverware to the master. Let's finish our preparations today. So cute little bunny, would you make braised bunny heads? Just when the little rabbit Fong Mang ran away to run into the big genus. Turning around is another Chang Hui who bumped head on. Under him, he ran away from the pit and wanted to escape. But he was entangled by Chang Hui. Thinking about the millet spicy revenge rabbit that I didn't eat just now. The sword ran away without fault, the little rabbit just put it up normally. But it's this cute look. Qiáng Hui Dun really softened. How did you become so cute all of a sudden? I won't soften my heart if you try to kill me next time. Then I simply wrapped it up for the little rabbit. My injury is that since the instant selection, the elders are too powerful. After finishing all this, Qiáng Hui turned around and planned to take a look. How about Magentagon? Mom is yours in heaven. Bless Wu you to be an expert? In fact, the rabbit actually changed into a human form. Mom, Xiaoqi misses you. Just came to the backyard. I'm tired and going to this horse. Is it an exciting machine? Generally, mother emperors give root to play. I must prove to the expert that I can not only get rid of. You can also eat fat and treat him as a waste. Xinjia walked in and saw that Ma Jing, who was eating yuan duo, was still eating grass. Really shocked. Lianbian Han Xiaobai helped to get the medicine box. Then directly give Beima a big comment. Drink quickly. This is my own arrangement, thank you. If you leave a comment and keep it, your body will be roasted. No. White horse is full of insider. Then realize everything. Why should Beima think differently? Brother Quan, what kind of body are you? It's me. Of course it's the owner's dog. Xiaobai said proudly. The white horse will hurt you once you hear it. Then I will be the master's cow and horse. Chen Fan, who finished treating the white horse, went back in the first month of the month. But found something in the grass. Set up the grass and look at it. Jean finds a wounded little girl. Who did it? It's too cruel. Shin Fandian and Dian girls are being treated while inquiring about the party. Consciousness can't bear to fall into the hands of girls. The girl slightly struggles to look at her eyes. Master, are you asking me about my sadness? Thinking of what Xiaobai said before, the expert pretends to be against people. I came here to experience anti-human behavior. Pretending to be an abused little girl. Let the expert experience the feeling of betrayal. Have a chance to be taken in by the elders. I haven't cried so much in a long time. Seeing him reminds me of my sister on earth. I don't know if he's doing well now. The Shinfandian girl treated the wound. Then close the door and leave. Stand up. The difficulty of the barren period is there no mother? It turns out that the expert has a younger sister on earth. Chen Fan, who came out, should write 8 miles. Be stingy and keep up. You think we thank you? Chen Fan MOMO stingy cerebellum. Little sister, do you like it? It doesn't hurt anymore, thank you bro. I was stingy and almost handed over my son. What's your name? How did you get here? I'm stingy and I'm full of criminals here. I sneaked out while they were not paying attention at night. As a result, I lost my luck while running. What about your family? Mom died dead, never saw. A long and restless heartache. It turns out that in this world, he is alone. Stingy if you have no other relatives to take care of. You can stay here and be my sister from now on. It's a bit stupid to be petty. Did I say that he was successfully taken in by an expert? Xian disease has been helped to Shin Fanhuan. Okay bro. I have a brother. No one will dare to bully you anymore. Shin Fan kept moving, the stingy cerebellum. Brother Stingy, I will make you a suit. From the god of the show and the god of interviews this time. After a while, Shin Fan made a set of clothes for Xiaoqi. Be stingy and instantly become cuter when you put it on. Come up and give Bai Ma a moment. Xiaobai thinks that Shin Fan pretends that this land is what fan people like the most. I can't let Tegamoi fight alone. So one horse after another has been scrambling to pick fans. Seeing the white horse here also wants to share a cup of root. But was smashed by the Sun Golden House with 0 grass. You just need to finish eating the corpse. Chicken and fish don't need to roll. Eat fast then go fast. The vaccine is bullying the white horse. Seeing the sentiment, Shin Fan stepped forward to stop. Is bullying not allowed in Little White Cabin? I am stingy and look a little fierce. That's the wrong horse. It's Lu drinking in Gaoren's house. I need to get used to it sooner. Seeing Shin Fan's arrival, Fai Ding Fai Dian, who was in Xiao Bai's cabin, rushed over. Shin Fan flew through this miserable morning. Zakeo, why do you have stains on your mouth? As soon as the white horse saw this meal, he was lucky to be on fire. Fortunately, live belt. Why is there another stomach that eats grass? I took a look at the white horse when I was stingy. What I ate was the delicious food made by an expert. The white horse's eyes light up. To grass elder ask for belt. Is it your idea to make flying materials, Xiao Bai? Xiao Bai Wang Wang's tutorial. I'm so unhappy. So the waste worker appeared in front of Chen Fan for the first time. It's my child who farts and points. I'm the biggest project. It's the first time I saw Chen Fanduan's top 10 gold medals. I don't care much. Stepping on his big foot with size 98 will step on it. 65 flowers under 10 quilts. Why should I be a big project? Master, why step on me? I am stingy to see that such an old man like Taiku Mai is about to disappear. Feeling terrified. I'm afraid I'll be made into a spicy local. After a 10,000 beating, the economy became economical on the ground. Chen Fan was moved by the sudden moment of stinginess to the whole Mengzu. MOE, this is the only way to escape from the opposite foot. But the help of these ants is really. Chen Fan pretended to be petty-minded and asked in person. What's wrong with you? I was stingy and thought that I couldn't say that I was afraid of an expert if I didn't let the expert think that I would demolish him. So I feel numb and maybe get lost. Really, even his parents must be looking for him. And Chen Fan really thought it was because he was petty and missed his family. If you change your mind, you must help him catch those people. You have to be very strict with them. Alliance and for small airways. Don't cry, this is your home from now on. I am your family. Don't cry. Brother is a stingy brother. So Qiáng's stingy change began to acquire other big monsters. Brother is stingy and afraid of dogs. The feathers of brother's cabin are so beautiful. It will be fun to make steps. So the hut was wiped out with swords made of hair. The dignified Sun Golden House can only leave the wounded alone. Old, you can only make things. It's not like I can be a tall man's sister. A kind of big demon is also being stingy and gaining unclear courage and anger. Qiáng in the period of Xia Baden. I shouldn't have taught him to act in the first place and begged his master to take him in. Now it's a household disaster. Welcome Dongrua Xiaobai suddenly felt the murderous aura behind his back. It was you who taught me.
Damn.